Okay, so a slight drizzle descends, but it doesn't keep the Super Saloons away. They're joined here by the Indian Junior Touring car. Now, I can tell you one thing, Sailesh Bolasetti is on pole position. This kid has announced himself as a contender. He got a double win in round one, and he could go all the way over here. Let's see what happens.
Yes, it's the engineering student from Vizag, Sailesh Bolasetti, who starts off on pole position, driving for Rad Racing. What a car Radha Selvaraj has prepared for him. B. Vijay Kumar starts off in second place on the grid, followed by D. Vidya Prakash. There are also young guns like Siddharth Kishore and Raj Vardhan in the top 5 as the drivers head off. Yes, as we just heard Mayanti saying, a slight drizzle descending, and that could make it pretty challenging for these drivers in the Super Saloons and the Indian Junior Touring cars. Remember, it's a combined mixed grid for both these categories. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the Indian Touring cars, the Indian Junior Touring cars, because that really is a new category that's been added on this year by JK Tyre in the National Racing Championship. Really a perfect ground for young lads to come in and showcase their racing skills. Remember, these are the Race Star Cup cars that were being used earlier. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just keep our focus on Sailesh Bolasetti for the moment, because he is again driving away unchallenged, solely in the lead. No real competition coming through. You've got a couple of seasoned campaigners behind him in B. Vijay Kumar from Coimbatore and Vidya Prakash. They really haven't been able to match up in terms of sheer speed and tuning to Sailesh Bolasetti's car, and really you've got to give credit to Radha Selvaraj for putting together a perfect package as far as the tuning package for the car is concerned, because that really has helped this young lad. Remember, back-to-back wins in round one in the Super Saloon category for Sailesh Bolasetti. It does seem that he might notch up another win here in the first race of round 2 at Coimbatore. Going really strong is Sailesh Bolasetti at the moment, really winding around the bends very, very consummately. No real problems for him whatsoever. Now, we've got a chance for B. Vijay. He's catching up in car number 67 for the first time in the race right since they got underway in this race. B. Vijay is getting to be almost within 2 seconds of Sailesh Bolasetti. But can he catch up on the straights? I get a feeling that you've got Sailesh Bolasetti's car that's going a whole lot quicker than what B. Vijay's is. But look at that! B. Vijay makes a move, takes the inside line, and on C2 goes on and overtakes Sailesh Bolasetti. So the gauntlet has been thrown down by B. Vijay Kumar. He says, catch me if you can now. And how is Sailesh Bolasetti going to respond? That really is going to be a test of character for this young lad. You've got Vidya Prakash in third position. Of course, the rain's picking up as well. And that's something that these young drivers and experienced drivers also are going to have to keep factoring in, because the traction that you get on a dry track with the tires that they're using is not going to be the same with the track getting just a trifle wet. Let's see how this pans out as you take a look at what's happening in the mid-pack as well. There is competition on here as well. Oh boy, B. Vijay getting caught among the back markers, adjusting his driving line at the last minute. Oh, he spins, and that allows the momentum to shift as you've got, Radha Selvaraj's protege, Sailesh Bolasetti, once again reclaiming the lead, and B. Vijay having to do the catching up act once again. But that really was a very bad mistake, I have to say, from B. Vijay. I think didn't really expect to hit the back markers so soon, and that's cost him the lead. But look at the way Sailesh Bolasetti is going. No real problems for him. He's just winding away. And the good thing is you've got the back markers just making way for him, allowing him to pass. That's just the right thing you've got to do as he stays on in the lead. Does Sailesh Bolasetti again. Very quick on the straight, and tell you what, just a couple of laps to go. Doesn't seem that he's going to be challenged a lot. Let me just quickly go back and talk about the Indian Junior Touring cars. Remember, it's the Race Star Cup cars that are being used. The stock cars, minor modifications made to the suspension and engine. But what has happened here? Of course, the carbureted engines that are being used are provided free of cost by LG Sports. So that really does absorb a lot of cost and makes this series so much easier and so much more cost effective for youngsters or first-time fresh drivers to come in and take part and take to motor racing. So really a very strong and credible initiative being undertaken by LG Sports and of course JK Tyre by including it in this National Racing Championship as you come around the straight, and it's going to be a win for Sailesh Bolasetti. 3 out of 3 for him this season. B. Vijay has to settle for second. So Sailesh Bolasetti notches up another comfortable win. B. Vijay Kumar, despite notching up the fastest lap of the race, comes second.
It was a good start this year. I won all the races, all 3 races till now. I just hope to win the championship also.
Time for the winners to collect their trophies. Third place finish for Siddharth Kishore of Chennai. And talking...
We're now set for 15 laps of the Super Saloon race. On pole here is Sailesh Bolasetti. Now, he's been a racer to watch. He started off the season with a bang with some back-to-back wins. He is a super contender. Let's see if he can pull it off again.
It's a packed grid as far as the Super Saloons are concerned, because it's not just the Super Saloons, but also the Indian Junior Touring cars. But starting off on pole position, it's Sailesh Bolasetti. He's followed by the experienced B. Vijay Kumar, the Siddharth Kishore, D. Vidya Prakash, Raj Vardhan and Shiva Ramakrishnan, who are in the top 6. But look at that grid. That's a sight for sore eyes. The lights are red and they're off, and so are the drivers, speeding down the straight at the Coimbatore Speedway in Coimbatore. Boy, oh boy, great start, I have to say, for D. Vidya Prakash. Look at him go, heading into C1. He's almost edging ahead of even Sailesh Bolasetti. But according to the curvature of the track, as they come around the bend on C1, Sailesh regains the lead. But what's more, I think Siddharth Kishore has overtaken B. Vijay Kumar and moved into second place. So all that drama about D. Vidya Prakash moving into the lead has actually just fizzled out, and Vidya Prakash is still in 4th place, which is the position that he started off in. But the drama and excitement has happened with the trading of positions 2 and 3. It's in fact Siddharth Kishore in 2nd place, and B. Vijay Kumar has now fallen back to 3rd, with Vidya Prakash still in 4th despite that initial surge. But you have to give credit to Sailesh Bolasetti, holding on to his racing line, didn't do anything silly, knew that he had the advantage of the curve coming up ahead, held his racing line and held his lead. And boy, he is going very, very well indeed. He's got a fantastic car that's been prepared for him for Rad Racing, thanks to Radha Selvaraj, who's not racing this year himself, but he's given a wonderful package as far as Sailesh Bolasetti is concerned. He's running away with it. He's been the dominant driver as far as this season of the Super Saloons is concerned. But I'll come back and talk a little about what's happening in the Indian Junior Touring Cars category. Remember, that's a category for a lot of first-timers, a lot of young drivers who are trying their hand at saloon car racing. And the good thing is that LG Sports providing carbureted engines into those cars that are almost standard cars. Of course, but you've got to look at the fact that they're providing those carbureted engines and therefore reducing the cost, absorbing that cost to let some of the youngsters take to motor racing, take to road racing and learn the tricks of the trade. But as we speak, you've got Sailesh Bolasetti running into the back markers. He's done well, but look at that. In the long shot, you also got a quick glimpse of B. Vijay Kumar going on and overtaking Siddharth Kishore, reclaiming that 2nd spot. But this is going to be a challenge for Sailesh Bolasetti, the young lad from Vizag. He's running into back markers here, so he'll have to be very, very careful of how he goes about them. And he's done very well. In fact, the back marker is doing well indeed to also move away and give him space to go by. So that's, I think, very well done by the back markers. As he comes around the straight, and he's pretty much in the lead, is Sailesh Bolasetti. It's all about whether B. Vijay Kumar and Siddharth Kishore, who've been battling it out for that 2nd and 3rd place, how do they come around and negotiate the bends? Oh, problems here. That looks like Praveen Kumar, and he's involved in a fracas there with Diljit TS in car number 9. So, well, they're just both going to suffer a bit thanks to that little collision. Might cost them valuable time. Luckily, both cars still running, so that's the good thing. But as we speak, it's Sailesh Bolasetti coming around the bend to straight the final time to take the checkered flag. Yes, he's going to notch up a win. 2nd place finish for B. Vijay Kumar. 3rd place, that's what Siddharth Kishore will have to settle for. Boy, what a result. In the Indian Junior Touring Cars category, it's Bala Vijay of MotorRev India who notches up a win, clocking a time of 1 minute 23.022 seconds, 7 seconds behind the winner of the Super Saloons. Vignesh Devraj 2nd, Diljit TS a distant 3rd, as Prithviraj Sidappa, head of Motorsport Volkswagen India, presents the trophies to the winners.